Hello everyone, this is Hannah Hudson and here's my husband.
Hi.
Hello, and all my children are here. You know, our city has been sent home. All people who are working been sent home. My husband stay here for how long, honey?
I don't know.
Maybe about
Couple
maybe
week, second week on the
second weeks.
until
So
April 5th, or they may lock us down for the whole semester.
So
I teach
for-
at university.
So for the the COVID-19 in Georgia, especially in Atlanta or in Lawrenceville where we are now, it's not has reached the peak yet. So we need to be stay at home when the peak, the curve is starting going up, and we need to stay home and be safe, stay away from the crowd. But we need to learn, how to survive during the lockdown. And there are plenty things around us that we can use for survivor food, just in case if we cannot go outside and try to stay away from the crowd. So we are going to show you what kind of grass or food, plant that you
Weeds in
can
the yard.
eat. And they are growing in your yard, and we already tried yesterday. My husband cooked it yesterday and I ate it, and I'm a good eater. I know what food is good and not. So I'm going to give you, as a chef, I'm going to recommend you, if you happen to get locked down and you don't have a fresh vegetable available in your house, then I give you suggestion to try these methods. We need to have a survivor skill in our house for our family, right? And to have a good nutrition with us. So I'm going to show you guys what we do, guys.
Okay, yesterday I went out here. I'd read that clover was edible and dandelions are edible, and of course wild onions. I already knew those were edible. Now, there may be some other edible plants here. I'm not some kind of a garden herbalist or something, yard herbalist or something like that. But I was interested in this partly because I'm just imagining a scenario where the farmers get locked down, or where the supply chain gets messed up for whatever reason. What if there were a drought this year? Or what if people just don't have money to eat? Then you're not centering me here, darling. Okay. What if people didn't have money to eat, and they want to be able to find some vegetables to eat? They may have dried food in the house. They're not allowed to go anywhere. You got a yard. If you're not spraying, you don't want to do this if you're spraying herbicides in your yard, especially, or maybe even herbicides. Not showing me here. This works on this is an old yard. This is not one of those new suburban yards that is flawless and just has only grass. This is your natural weed mixture yard. So we've got dandelions, and we have clover, and we have wild onions. I don't know if any of these other plants are edible. I'm not an expert on this. I know you're not supposed to eat food right next to the road, so I think what we should do here, even though we have a great clover patch over here mixed with weeds, a great clover patch over here right by where our car cranks.
We got plenty of them.
Hold on, honey. This is where our car cranks and blows fumes, okay? A really good patch, so this is kind of unfortunate. So I think we ought to go maybe 12 feet in and not harvest 12 feet from that road.
Well, we don't
or
ride.
this road.
We don't ride the car.
So,
It's a rain, honey.
but there's plenty of other clover growing around.
So these are the things that grow in our yard. We got a wild onion, right? This is edible. You can use them. And then we have dandelion.
Yeah, the leaves are edible. I
The
think
leaves
the roots are edible.
edible.
We're not going to eat that. But
Even the root
the
is
flowers
edible.
edible.
Flowers is edible.
And in the early spring, they're bitter, but they get super bitter later in the year. So if you get them in the early spring, they're less bitter. I've had people say cook them with sugar, or soak them in buttermilk or something like that. What we did last time, we cooked clover. We fried a bit of onion and garlic first. And the onion was from the yard. And then I chopped up clover and dandelion, about 90% clover and 10% dandelion. We cooked it. I put some Worcestershire, some Maggi sauce, which the Vietnamese use for their Vietnamese sandwiches, a flavorful sauce, and then some salt and pepper and a little bit of cooking wine, and just stir-fried that. And people said, wow, this is good. Hannah said, this is delicious. And or did you say delicious? It was good, yeah. Oh, I can taste it. It tastes healthy. It was a little bit bitter because of the Dandelions, what we did though is we diluted the dandelions with a lot of clover. So if you just ate straight dandelions, it would be kind of bitter. You could put some greens in there that taste a little more palatable than the dandelion, and mix in the dandelion. It's good for health. So why don't you go ahead and you do the honors, and you can go ahead and
I'm holding.
flip, and I can go back into my work.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh, here you go. All right, so I'll
So
go
just
ahead
show
and
me.
harvest a few things.
Just show me which
Okay,
one.
look, you notice this is a dandelion leaf right here. So that's what dandelion leaves look like.
Okay,
this
so
one's a little ratty looking, but I mean a little worn. But that general shape there, that we're gonna harvest this plant as best we can. Let's see. Whatever.
I don't want the root, darling. I
didn't get the root.
Can you just get the
This
clean
is the
one?
stem, honey. Wash them off. Oh, okay.
I don't want the old. Try to be as clean as
All right, whatever
possible.
You want. Okay. No, you can eat that, honey. The stems are edible.
Yeah, but no, I mean I don't want to.
Well, red. If it's red, it's probably got some kind of nutrient in it.
You just get the
Come over
clean
here.
one.
I'll let you harvest the way you want to. Then.
All right.
Come over here. I got work to do. So I believe you can eat this too. I looked that up. Seems
Really?
like- yeah. But I just usually get those.
Actually, you can
things
eat it. This one, they say,
off.
but
think
I don't
so.
want.
Look it up. But you can eat this plant. This is a dandelion too. And see, that's edible. I know it's not pretty, but it's
Can you
edible.
just not do the old one?
It's okay, honey. That's what we ate yesterday.
Okay.
And these are the clover. You could eat the stems too. I wouldn't want to get the roots because then you got a whole level of washing there.
Okay.
Anyway, that's a clover. This one's got the little marks on it. Some of them are smaller and don't have the marks yet. So, anyway, and then the onion. Where's the onion? This, and a bunch of them over here. Bunch of onion. Okay. Now the problem we're going to face here in our yard is one problem I had was I can't just like chop, get the clover because we got grass in there, got crabgrass. I don't know if I can eat all this stuff. And there are these little things. I wish I knew that was edible because then I could just like get the clippers and clip a bunch of them.
Is it edible?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't
Okay.
heard that it is. I don't know what it is. So anyway, if somebody knows what that is, you can post and tell us what it is and say, oh, it's poison, it's edible. It's just, it's
Okay,
not
honey.
edible, but
Okay.
it's not poison
Now
or
let me
whatever.
just do the work.
All right, so you probably don't need these clippers. Just use your hand. You have to sort through anyway.
Okay,
Go
guys.
for it. Have a great time, honey. I look forward to eating green chicken with me this time. Hey, we can mow the yard. Get them all so we can mow the yard.
Try to fix this, guys. So, jadi teman-teman yang di Indonesia, kalau teman-teman di Indonesia punya halaman, ada rumput-rumput, ya. So, if you are in Indonesia, you have a grass in your yard, front yard. Teman-teman bisa lihat kalau ada rumput yang jenisnya seperti ini, ya. Nah, ini sebenarnya bisa dimakan. So you can eat this, and then it's make a delicious food, vegetable. I'm gonna cook it the way Korean people cook their vegetable with the fish sauce, and just boil it and put fish sauce, garlic, and little bit sugar, green onion, and that's it. So right now I'm going to grow. So teman-teman, ini bisa dimakan ya. Jadi ini bisa diambil. Banyak nih di sini. Ini survivor skill, teman-teman. Kita di zaman-zaman sekarang ini, in this such a time, we need to be wise. We need to find a good resource around us because God create all kind of stuff around us to survive. And also green onion, wild onion. Kitty, come here. Nah, teman-teman, ini juga teman-teman bisa dimakan. Kalau di kampung pasti banyak ya. So if you find dandelion, I just wanna let you know that you can eat this, teman-teman. Kalau punya banyak seperti ini di kampung, di halaman rumah, ini bisa dimakan ya. So green onion juga. fruits. Oke teman-teman, saya sudah memberikan satu contoh dalam beberapa in this last 3 weeks, we've been preparing very well for the coming of this coronavirus, this COVID-19, because to be honest, I'm telling you, before everything is going bad, and actually I have the Lord spoke to me and revealed to me what is going to happen. It's early New Year's, and the Lord been revealed to me to prepare, and there's going to be shaking coming on to the nations, and it's going to impact the church, going to impact every family. So 3 weeks ago, the Lord told me to prepare to buy some grocery stores, and He specifically told me what to buy. And so if you are looking for preparing, this is I suggest you to prepare. And because every items that I mentioned to you that the Lord told me to buy, they have a specific meaning through the Bible, because we are preparing for the coming of Jesus. So buy flour, and then to make bread, just in case, because flour you can always like produce something from flour, make a bread. Why we have to have bread? Well, bread actually, that's the starch, that's the the main food that make you full, right? To fill up your stomach. Then also the Lord asked me to buy oil, and so bread, it represents the bread of God, which is the bread of life, which is the Word of God. We are doing drilling, or stimulation for the coming of simulation for the coming of Jesus. So also we need to buy oil, and we need the Lord told me to buy oil. The Lord told me to buy salt, milk, and canned meat, and to buy rice, pasta, oil, salt, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and canned powder. So I will give you a specific teaching and lesson, what do we need to buy for during coronavirus, so we can survive during the lockdown, really like lockdown on the city or in your area. So I have been even buying flour, that I do my research. So we need to be diligent, we need to be intentional to survive. Not just saying, oh, just trust God, just believe God. It's nothing about belief and trust. We have to do faith and action. God give us power and authority already to survive on this earth, to overcome the earth, to overcome the world, to overcome its circumstances. So we need to learn, we need to study, we need to do extra things that we don't do before. So this is take us to do extra miles. My husband has been planting seeds. Why we need to plant food right now? Because when the COVID-19 pick up, so at least we cannot go outside, we cannot go to grocery stores. That's the moment that you want to avoid the crowd during the peak. So we've been preparing for our little garden. It's not that much. So we plant vegetable already. Look at, we got vegetable over there. That is survivor food. And okay, so we are lucky that we have bamboo trees. We are lucky that we have bamboo tree in our backyard. And during month of April, the bamboo shoots going to rise up, and then we can harvest them for food, and that's good nutrition for you. So we have a survivor food over here in our backyard, and also we already have all this plant. These are our vegetable. They're just waiting to grow up again. And this is our little garden. My husband already planted seeds here. So in about a month, now we're going to have a vegetable. And also I bought flour that we can eat as a vegetable. You can make salad out of it. And those flour are, some of them actually roast. So you can actually eat roast flour.
Look all this stuff up online before you eat it.
Yeah. So, my sisters, my brothers, friends, these are we need to do, and we need to find survival food around our house just in case, you know, the worst scenario happen. We need to be diligent to find resources around us. Okay, God bless you. Thank you so much. Stay safe and get ready. God bless you. Bye-bye.